I've spent a lot of time waiting until I had more money, until I had a better camera, until I had more of the things that I thought would be able to help me, until I had a perfect plan. I was waiting until I became the person I thought I needed to be. But here's what I'm starting to realize: readiness is a feeling that never really comes. I think a lot of us confuse preparation with procrastination. You know, we really do over prepare, and we tend to overanalyze a lot of things, and we basically see that and automatically assume that we preparing for the future. In the meanwhile, a lot of the times it's actually procrastination disguised as preparation. A lot of the times you are stopping yourself from doing the thing that needs to be done and saying that you're preparing so that when you do start, you do it at your best. You know, you do it at the level that you want it to be at, instead of starting at the level that you are at now, you know. And a lot of the times, the first step in anything is what is truly impossible. The first sale feels impossible. The first time you go into a business feels uncertain. The first time you do anything, the first video feels awkward. And a lot of the times, it doesn't mean that the second time you'll be magically the best at it, not even the third, the fourth, or the fifth. But a lot of the times, you get better progressively. Continuously, you get better and better and better because you keep putting in the work. The fact that you keep putting in the work is more than enough. If you realize how far you've come from the time you started till now, you realize that you haven't stopped putting in the work. And every single step you take is a step closer to the person or the goals that you want to be or achieve. What matters is realizing what I did today, where I can improve, how can I improve, and implement it. As soon as you can see where and what you can do to become better, you need to do it. You need to remove the gap between the person who does things and the person who procrastinates on these things. It's good to have ideas, it's good to have plans in place and systems in place, because those can be your standards, those can be your baseline. But without you putting in the work daily, without you doing the thing that actually needs to be done, nothing is going to change. You know, you can be somebody who says, I'm going to do this, tell the whole world that you're going to do this, but if you don't actually do it, then what's the point? You know, putting in the work is not as fancy as the internet makes it seem to be. People make it seem to be like you grind for a few hours, maybe like for a few days, and magically your new source of income will come. A lot of the time it's ups and downs. It really is a grueling process. But without you realizing and without you putting the work in to change within that process, nothing is going to happen. If you do not make the change, then change will never come. What you don't change, you accept. You need to be relentless with your energy, relentless with your time, relentless with your focus, regardless of what you want to do, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of the problems, regardless of anything. You need to understand that on this earth we are put here and we have one life. You came here alone, you're going to live alone. and you have one life. If you don't do what you want to do, regardless of what people may think, and a lot of the times it's what you think, it's what you decide to put in your head, and it's what you overthink about without actually realizing that a lot of what you're saying isn't even your own words. It isn't even your own thoughts. Once you have a goal, stick to it, work on it relentlessly. Have that tunnel vision for however how long it takes. It doesn't matter. If you want something bad enough, you will find a way to get it. Your brain will find a way to get it. Your brain is programmed to change, for change. A lot of the times it doesn't want to change because it loves comfort. It loves the easiest way out of things. But when you want to achieve something, you need to change your brain. Neuroplasticity in your brain will create new pathways. It's not too simple, it's not too hard to understand. Your brain creates pathways into the person and into the things that you repeat consistently. That's why a lot of people say it takes 21 days to build a habit. Some say 40, some say even less. But what matters is that over a period of time, repeated actions become habits. Habits become your identity. And your identity is what builds your future. If you are still stuck in one place and not putting in the work, it is because your old self is still running your current life. You need to be able to identify every single thought, every single action, every single behavior that is keeping you stuck. And once you identify those thoughts, behaviors, and actions, you need to put in the work to change. It's not easy. It's not easy. That is what I will say. It's not easy. But it is simple. You don't have to go through a 15 step morning routine. You don't have to get the latest business idea or whatever, the latest business model. You don't need to go and have a proper coffee and go eat out, and like, you don't need to do much basically. A lot of the times you just need to understand where you are, understand where you're coming from, and most importantly, understand where you want to go. Once you can understand that and be in alignment with those things, fix what needs to be fixed, and put yourself in the shoes of the person in the future, of the man or the woman that you want to become in the future, your future version of you, your best self, and then present yourself into the world as that best self. You need to be more able to stick to things. Be consistent in all that you do, regardless of who says anything. Do not care, although it is good to learn from what people have to say. A good thing to do is to take every single negative thing and take the positive things and use it to your benefit. If something is positive and is not aligning to what you want, even though it is positive, it's not aligning to what you want. Use what they say, use what they give back in order to align to what you want for yourself. If somebody says something negative, don't go too deep into that negative. See it, realize it, and use it for your own growth, for your own fuel. These things need to fuel you, because at the end of the day, it is energy that these people are giving out. If somebody takes time out of their day to write something negative or positive, it means they are taking time out of their day to write something towards you. View it like that. There is no negative, there is no positive. Just view it as the energy that you can use to fuel your own growth. Whatever you can do, fuel your own growth. And a lot of the times, I don't mean being selfish, because fueling your own growth can also be the same as fueling your own growth can be associated with you being a better person for the people around you. If you keep on working on yourself, you keep on becoming a better person, and by default, when you are a better person, you become better for everyone around you. You get to treat people better. You get to be a better person in general, you know? And it's It's our journey, it's a process, it takes time. A lot of the times you're not doing it for yourself. When you find purpose that allows you to integrate yourself into society and integrate yourself to the ones that are around you, that is when you are doing your best work, because you are not only doing things for yourself, but you are also in service while improving your own self. You know, there's a lot to it, but to leave you with the message that I always do leave you with is continue on this journey. There are ups and downs, there are hard things that will come along the way, but you need to be able to stay aligned. Stay aligned with the vision of the self you want to become. Peace. Peace.